everybody, and welcome back to another video. I want to start off by saying a huge hello and welcome to all the new subscribers and everybody that's views my videos. I'll introduce myself because I've had quite a few new subscribers. My name is Lucy, I'm a mum to four, 3 on earth, 1 in heaven, and I work in a primary school as a teaching assistant. That's the cat trying to get the chicken out the bag. To be specific, I'm a 1-to-1 TA. I hope you are all well and had a good week and weekend. Also, thank you all for your lovely comments. You'll probably notice that I'll like your comment and then a couple of days later I'll reply. I think it's just my social anxiety, whether that's in person, on the internet. I'm one of them silent watchers on YouTube. I'm sorry if you can hear people in the background. They're just telling Cassius for about the 175th time in the last 2 hours to leave the kitten alone. I can't express how much it annoys me. He does not listen. The poor cat's squealing. Oh, he actually drives me up the wall. Anyway, as I was saying, yeah, I'm a silent watcher, so thank you so much for your comments. And as somebody now who puts videos out there, I understand how much the comments mean to people. Not to bump it up in the algorithm or all that, just for clarification. Like, you're there, you're watching, your tips, your tricks, you can relate to me. Like, never on this earth would I have thought someone can relate to me and my household. I thought it was just me. So it's nice, it's reassuring. So thank you all. So you might have noticed, you might not have noticed, if you looked out the window on my video, this is in the evening. So this is like an evening clean. I need to do it. I need to keep on top. I mean, it was an absolute mess. Washing is my worst enemy. So this was straight after school / work. And I was like, do you know what? Tomorrow I want to wake up to a tidy kitchen. That's all I want. I want to be in a good mood when I wake up. Makes everything easier to do. Toddler in the background, guys. Everywhere I go, he follows me, but I can't leave him on his own because he could be climbing the walls. Nobody wants to wake up and be greeted with all that in that kitchen. I feel like this voiceover is absolutely chaotic. I've got coughing, I've got toddler. Oh, gosh. So I've moved to the bottom of the stairs. I can still see him. Hopefully not, you won't be able to hear him. So, I was cooking earlier on in my kitchen and I thought, you know what? Cooking equals thoughts. So I wrote them down. So, I don't like cooking. We've got the same relationship as cleaning. Oh, way up, here's the kitten. Toddler's back. Sent him up to his brother. Right, let's see if I can do this without any interruptions. I'm now in my bedroom. Do you know what? Sometimes I go to the toilet and just sit on the toilet. I literally just sit on the toilet and be like, I'm on the low, leave me alone. Literally for about 5-10 minutes. Back to cooking. Back to being in the kitchen. So recently, I was having a conversation with some work colleagues about cooking, and they were creasing at me like hysterical. I don't think it's that I can't cook. I just don't like cooking. So I can cook, but I just don't like to cook. If I could have a chef, I absolutely would have a chef. Honestly, the amount of times that thought goes through my head is unreal. So they began with asking, what do I cook? Because I was like, I feel sorry for my children. I feel like they just eat the same thing. That's probably me just not liking to be different. Just keep to what I know and what they like. But I'm like, my poor kids, they don't even like anything I cook now. I think they're bored of it. So I said, spaghetti bolognese, cottage pie, cheese and potato pie, pasta bake, jacket potatoes. And actually, they were quite shocked. They're like, oh, all right. And they said, do you ever get anything out the freezer? I says, no, not really. I says, but funny you say that, because last week I did buy some fish fingers and some fish cod, and some southern fried chicken burgers. I says, but no, I normally cook everything from fresh, and they were really surprised. They're like, oh, that's good. I thought, oh, yeah, I'm doing something right. I'm yet to cook the fish, the cod, because I always think, what can I put with it? Because they don't really like chips. Although, I'll get onto the subject in a minute, actually, about that. Hold on to the thought of chips. Yeah, so they gave me suggestions like burgers. I said, yeah, that's a new thing, actually. I have been doing burgers, but a bit bored of them now. I kind of do things on repeat. Sausages, I'm like, oh, I don't like the smell. Now, I don't like the smell of sausages and burgers. I hate it. However, I have bought a George Foreman ages and ages and ages ago, but I could still smell the smell of the sausages. So sausages isn't a go for us. But burgers I've been doing on there and they're great. So I do need to put that on the weekly plan, I think. And I've also cooked a couple of roasts. Yeah, just a couple. And they are banging. Everything. Roast potatoes are my absolute favourite, and I make some delicious ones. But I think with that is the overwhelmness, the time management of, right, I need to put the veg on at this time, I need to do the mash, I need to cook the chicken, I need to keep checking on the chicken. It just overwhelms me, the thought of it. And then that's when it just doesn't become enjoyable. I can put a pizza in. So they do have pizzas and stuff like that. Sometimes I do a lot of homemade pizzas because two of my oldest children have celiac disease, and if you don't know what that is, it's an autoimmune disease to their intestines, and they can't eat gluten. So when they eat gluten, the body starts attacking itself. So this is why I do a lot of things from fresh as well. But for example, I could put a pizza in and go off and do something because I can't wait. If I need to be doing something, I can't just wait. So I could go and then I'll be like, oh, well, let's put them clothes away. And then before you know it, 20 minutes is gone, the pizza's black. I need to put another one in. Forgot about it. So I'm really learning in that respect as well. Mashed potato, I make that from fresh. But the last couple of times I've made it, I've took the water out thinking they were all ready to be mashed, and they weren't, and they were so frigging rock hard. But I normally check it with a knife. So I think I'm just rushing, I'm just on the go, rush. My head's doing 1,000 miles an hour. So I bought ready-made mash, and it's so much easier. Well, I'll get to the point before this video's over. This is just a short video. So someone mentioned HelloFresh, and I've been thinking about them for ages, but the price and the fact that my kids are gluten-free, I can have a load of fresh products because they're mainly gluten-free, but I don't know. Anyway, I've done it. Someone knocked on my door, and I was like, oh, okay, maybe this is telling me something. So I did it. I have cancelled it now. It's not an ad. This is not an ad. If they want to sponsor me, come my way. I'm still undecided whether it's cheap or not. I paid $34.99 for 3 meals a week. And now I don't know about that. Anyway, mainly went for chicken. Chicken and rice, chicken and veg, chicken tray break. And you know what? I found an enjoyable moment for cooking. Like, wow. And I've actually learned some funny things out. If I was to tell my mates, they'd be creasing and only they would understand. I wasn't quite sure on today's one, but that is of going out of my comfort zone. Fish. I like fish. Good old chippy fish, but fish fresh out the ocean, whacked in a little thing and delivered to my door. I'm not quite sure about that. I saw the skin, and is it the skin? The scales. I can't even think what they're called. I was like, oh, this is for me. And it was like pat it dry. I'm like, oh my gosh, this is too much. Went with it anyway. I'm like, oh yeah, got this. Flipping it over and all the scales come off. I'm like, oh God, this is not for me. And then I'm like, right, toxic trait kicks in. Next weekend I'm going to go fishing. I'm going to hold a fish. The weekend after that, I'm going to go fishing and I'm going to descale. No, fish is not on the menu. I'm like, nah, toxic trait over. Done. Libby loved it. Me and Amelia and Cassius, Amelia didn't even try it. Me and Cassius were like, no. I put the soya sauce in. Oh, I ruined it by putting that in, but it was very fishy, obviously, but more fishier than normal. So you had to roast the broccoli. The broccoli. I was like, okay. Got my timer on for that. Then I'm with the fish. And I'm cutting the spring onions. I'm looking everywhere for a spring onion. Honestly, I make myself laugh. I was looking for an onion. And then the garlic. Can't say I love garlic, but not... The smell lingers forever on my hands. And I have to wash them about 10 times. So yeah, you had to roast the broccoli until it charred. Now let me tell you, it was charred. And it wasn't even nice, it was hard. So that was a no. I won't be getting them fish again if I do my subscription again. But, like I say, I found cooking's not that bad. doesn't have to be overlooked. And I think with me, it's having the time, having the patience, because I've always got somebody wanting me, needing me. If it's not the kids, it's the cats. So when you have a busy household and you're tired and you just can't be bothered and you're burnt out, it's not going to be enjoyable, is it? But I really enjoyed it, and I could get deep in thought. Nobody really bothered me. They did a bit, but not like, too much. And I was learning as I went. It sounds really pathetic, but this is going back to the chips. And my kids don't really like chips. I don't like oven chips. I think they're vile. So we always say I'll make you homemade chips, and they don't. So I'm so focused on cutting homemade chips. I'm like, how the hell do you cook a wedgie? Because there were wedges on the menu. So I had to Google it. Yeah, I had to Google it. I couldn't think. I actually couldn't think. But they love the wedges, and normally they don't. So that's going to be a good meal, I think, because potatoes are cheap. Whack them in the air fryer. Bob's your uncle, done. That's another meal, wow, with something. So yeah, another learning curve for me. Know my limits. Know it's going to take time, not to overdo it. Start simple. Work my way up. Before you know, I'll have my own cooking channel. Joke. Absolutely joke. No. Not happening. Like, today's dinner didn't go well at all. I actually do get a little bit gutted, and I am so excited when the kids love it. Like, they've been loving these meals, these HelloFresh. I feel like I kind of need to keep it up. But I've got spag bol, I've got potatoes. What else did I get this week? We've got my 3 meals. I think I've only got 2 left, which is chicken. So that's okay. Safe. Play it safe with chicken. I grabbed some pizzas, and actually I've got some fish. I might even have some scampi, because I bought some scampi as well. Anyway, I feel like I'm proper going on, deep in thought. I told him to put that in the sink, and he put it in the bin. I'm not even going to bother getting it out while he's there, because he's just going to keep putting it in the bin. So I left it. And honestly, this clean felt so good to wake up to. I actually chilled in the kitchen for a bit and listened to music, because it was the nicest place in the house to be. Also, the litter tray. Oh, I hate it. I always hate litter trays. Always hated them. It's not the right place to be in the kitchen. I want it in the downstairs toilet, but during the day, she's in here when I'm out. So it kind of needs to be in here. Just cleaning the wall from what was spilt from the bin ages ago. Cassius wanting to clean. It just fall over. Don't worry, it's fine. I don't even bat an eyelid. I just think, I told you it was slippy, you should have listened to me. Wait for it. There we go. Do you ever get like that as a parent when they fall over and you're like, well, I told you so, and then you feel a bit guilty after? Look, because he just doesn't listen, so tough. I do. And then he's just in the way. Anyway, I feel like I've rambled on. Next week's video is ready to go, because it was going to be this week's video, but I felt like I was going on and nothing made sense, and it was all out of order. And even though I read off my notes, but I kind of know what my notes say, so I try and read ahead, and then I get all mixed up. But anyway, yeah, I do the living room. It was a mess. It's like a deep clean. Honestly, it was just a deep clean. And there's some Halloween bits. I don't go crazy at Halloween, and what are these boo baskets about? Not my kind of thing. Anyway, toddler's back, curtains back, better go. Have an amazing week, and I'll see you all next week. Bye!